Tuesday night baseball now from Comerica Park in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the Miami Marlins and the Detroit Tigers. Franklin Perez makes his big league debut right after this. Franklin Perez steps on the rubber today for his first major league start. Dan, what do you got on him?
Well, I think the big key, Matt, is just going to be able to control the butterflies. You can only make your first start one time, and a lot of emotions, a lot of things are going through your mind when you're taking your warm-up pitches. Hopefully he can settle down, control that heartbeat, as they say, breathe in, breathe out, and try to enjoy the first big league experience. Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to look at a hot pitcher right here. His last three starts, all three, he's picked up wins. And if he can continue that, he should be on his way to winning his fourth in a row. It'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, and that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. On the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one. A nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
In now, Diaz. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Diaz is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He's a second-year big leaguer. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Perez has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. A runner at first with no outs here. Swinging a soft liner. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That is third. The third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent and well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth. Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Diaz leads off first with 1 away. Hit hard up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Pablo Lopez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Leading up.
So digging in now, Max
the second
Schwartz.
baseman.
He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Weekly hit to third. He's got to hurry, and there's one gone to start the night. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that screams at me is the fact that they don't score many runs. They're in the bottom third in the league. They're putting way too much pressure on their pitching staff, and they're going to have to change their offensive approach if they're going to get this team going.
Next for the Tigers, Isaac Paredes. He's coming off a 3-hit ball game in Sunday's series finale. First pitch on its way. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mesa is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Miguel Cabrera.
At the plate, Miguel Cabrera looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
The 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another 2-2 offering. Line drive to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Alfaro, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Perez is making his debut on the mound today. As we've mentioned, this performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Set to deliver on 2-1. A bouncer to the left side. Paradis ranges to his left. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Striding in, Jesus Sanchez. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for a strike.
0-1.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
In the air out to straightaway left. Left fielder has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 51.
Stepping into the box, number 51, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-0 pitch. Finds the zone, strike one.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Full count, 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
And that'll bring up Peter O'Brien as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he's back in standing. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch fouled off. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. One left for Miami. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Seamus Nunez. He's fresh off a 4-hit game in the finale of that weekend series. First pitch on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses. Ball 2. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
On a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
At the plate, Josh Jung, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, number 50. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Could have been. Bottom of the second here with no score.